Hello, my beautiful people. We are going to pull some runes and see what the message is for today. I'm going hiking today, so I'm excited to get into nature. I've not been in nature for a little while in a conscious way, so I'm very excited. My friend Nav is doing the Winter Challenge 100. She wanted me to do it too, but I don't know. I'm not a joiner, I guess. I've done some of those challenges, and they're good, but, like, you know, I don't know. I didn't sign up for it. I didn't feel it. Let's put it that way. But I support her feeling it, so she's doing it to complete her required miles. I'm doing it because I just need to get into nature. But let us ask Spirit. We're going to do 3 Norns. Just asking Spirit for whatever guidance Spirit feels we should have. So Seth and Adam, do your magic work and give me a message. It could be a message that resonates with me, or it's a message that resonates with you. Our present energy is not this, or not this. Something, a thorn. What brought us to this? Ingwas. Where are we headed? Daggis. Stuck in my fingers. The dawn. Interesting. I am going to sit and think about these and consult with Spirit, and I will be right back. So, the Gnothis is an interesting stone because it means need. It's often, not this, right? Like this idea of like, like not this again or whatever. But it can also mean willpower and, like commitment to something, right? So in this particular reading, I don't know that it means not this. I think it more means like just stick with it, like, and you've been inspired, right? I guess it's about being inspired and creativity and being moved to a goal to do something, and now you have this chance to do it. So stick with it, stick with the plan, even if you don't feel like it, and that's going to be great. That's going to be really, really great. And I think I had gotten away from doing some spiritual things and gotten away from doing working out at the gym and getting out into nature. Like I've kind of like, my busy life has sort of caught up with me, and I've not been able to do the things I know are important. And I think this is just a reminder from Spirit that I know what to do. I'm on the right path. I need to stick with it. Like I need to be resilient, and I need to focus on the things that I have to do. And if I do that, that's going to be a great benefit to me. So, a good message, a good reminder. Like Spirit's got my 6. Right? It's got my back. All right, so I've been using these shadow cards that came with my Goddess Provisions box. I find them interesting for now, so we'll see. We'll pull a card using our traditional 3 method. I do like them. They're pretty thick. They're easy to shuffle. These are all things that I find important. I'm not too drawn to the artwork on them. Mostly because I like all things Celtic, so they're not specifically Celtic cards, so... But let's do 3 passes and see what Spirit has to say. Pass 1. Pass 2. I don't know if all these are meant to come out. I feel like I just dropped all these. Alright, and if they're meant to come out, they'll come out again. Pass 4. Pass 3. I'm going to do one more pass just because that whole group fell out. I want to give Spirit a chance to give him back if Spirit wants me to have him. Okay. I think those just fell. Alright, so the 2 that came out were Worth, which is the Queen. They really want me to know this because it keeps popping out of my hand. Right? So this is the Queen, and really, when you look at her, she's drinking a cup of tea, and she's really in her power, in her space. And that's very consistent with this message. Like, stick with it. Like, do the things you need to do so that you can be in this queen, whatever it is. Like if it's not eating 16 cupcakes, not eating 52 candy bars. Halloween's a horrible time for me because I do like candy a lot, and then my house is filled with it. So I have to really, really be on myself not to eat all the candy. And I'm not always successful at that. Sometimes I'm just like, give me all the Snickers. And then, I go down a rabbit hole. But it's just a reminder that I'm worth it. I'm worth paying attention to the things that my body needs. And then unity, the sacred paradox. I actually have no idea what that means. So let's get the wee book out, shall we? I mean, I know what unity is, obviously. It's the first card in this deck, so it must be important. It's the first thing they thought of when they created it. The unified field of source consciousness illuminates all of the colors of the spectrum equally, casting infinite shadows and an intricate web of differentiated forms. Everything held within this field is an integral and inseparable aspect of the whole. Our capacity to relate to life is founded on our ability to experience contrast. In order to feel connection, we must also understand detachment. How apropos. Huh. The necessary companion of movement is stillness. To stand in the light, we must also witness the dark. No aspect of this dichotomy can be removed. Every thread of your being is woven into this great tapestry of life, and no part of you can be rejected. Through your hands, your eyes, your consciousness, you are touching everything, and everything is touching you back. In this reality, every action you make impacts the whole fabric of myriad forms. Move with awareness. All polarity emerges from the perfect resonance of the great celestial heart. Light casts shadow to differentiate and unite all phenomena with the spectrum of life. So that's fascinating, because if you think about it, like I've been away and I've not been doing the things I'm supposed to be doing because I've been distracted by real life, and quite frankly, I've been lazy. Call it where it is. I mean, people typically say, well, you're not lazy, you do so much, but I could do more. I'm only half as busy as I used to be when I was in my 30s. I'm a scaled down version of myself, imagine. But I get lazy with the things that I know are important, like setting intentions and not eating 52 candy bars. But this is a reminder, like, that's okay. Like, it's okay that you had that fallback, because that reminds you that today you're going to go, into nature, and you're going to appreciate it even more, because you will have remembered that you've been away for so long. So you need the darkness to see the light. What a great reminder. These are actually pretty decent cards. Not, like I said, not drawn to the artwork on them, but I'm drawn to the messages. I think the messages are good. All right, let's take a look at Earth Wisdom. See what our friends have to say through Earth Wisdom, our spirit guides. Seth and Adam are my spirit guides. I didn't name them. Those are the names they told me that they would like to be called. They don't really have human names. That's just a way for them to relate to us. Your spirit guide can have any name. And that's, different than angels, archangels, and Archangel Michael or saint, like Saint Therese. Like, those are different. Your spirit guides are like, they've been with you your whole life. They're always with you, even if you don't recognize them. All right. All right, Spirit. 3 passes for any messages. That one wanted to come right out, so that's 1. That's 2. And pass 3. All right, what do we have here? These should come out together. Divine Light and Understanding. Right, and I don't know. We'll see what these other cards say in relation to those. We have Shadow Treasures. And we have Communication. I get this one a lot. Communication, like talking about it. I think part of it is like understanding our limitations. Like, we always have God's divine love. We have Spirit's divine love. And we, in the Christian tradition, we always say you fall short of the mark of the glory of God, right? None of us are perfect. And I think one of the things that happens, especially in the online space with social media and things like that, is that people who are in spiritual practices often appear to have it all together. Like, oh, look at Suzanne Geisman. She's got it all together. She never has a bad day. She never, she never doubts herself. She never doubts her abilities, whatever. And I think that's I think the danger of all forms of media, because you only see the good stuff, right? And I think it's really, it can become discouraging, because you say, well, Hester's got it together. Why can't I have it together like Hester? Like, she doesn't have any, she doesn't struggle. She's not lazy. She doesn't just get up and be like, I don't feel like doing that today, right? That isn't true. Like, we all go through that. And so understanding that, we all go through dips and valleys and ups and downs. Like, we all go through that. Forgive yourself. Don't wallow in what was yesterday. Like, focus on today, because that divine light is always in front of you. Like, that divine light is always there, and you're somewhere on here. You're either walking toward it, you're walking away from it, or you're in it. You're always on the path, so shadow treasures are all about the things that, that are not the greatest about us, but bring about the greatness in us, if that makes sense. So, being honest, admitting, shortcomings, and like communicating that to others, to say, listen, I don't have it all together. I don't have anything perfect. I go through days of anxiety. My mother had depression. Sometimes I go through depression. Like, I don't have it all together. Sometimes I'm just lazy. Sometimes I don't want to do this. Some days I don't believe in it. Some days I'm like, this is all bullshit. Like, this is just me wanting to hook into something, right? Because I feel guilt because I've left the church. And then the next day I'm like, wait a second. That's just self-doubt. And that's where faith comes in. My word for the day, right? That's where faith comes in. Like, have faith in, yesterday's card was trust. Like, trust the process. Trust, in the higher power. Trust in the light. Trust in your spirit guides. They've got your 6. You are protected. That divine light is there, and you're tapped into it. And you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. And nobody's perfect. Don't compare yourself to others that are on any kind of journey, because your journey is your journey. See what Celtic Spirit has to say. This is a long reading. I hope you packed a snack, but not candy bars. These candy bars taste good. Celery does not taste good. I don't like celery. But, like carrots. Ugh, who would want to eat a carrot when you could have a Snickers? Carrot's so much better for you. All right. All right, let's see what Spirit has to say. 3 passes. All right, Seth and Adam, anything else you want to share? Spirits and guides, archangels and angels. Anything else you want to share? Oh, this one's sticking out. It didn't pop out, but it stuck out, so let's see if that one... The Oak Guardian. Threshold answers in an open mind. So he's guarding, so this card, I love this card. This card is about leveling up. So if you're a gamer, like you play level 1, and then you go to level 2, right? And in the spirit world, your spirit doesn't put things in front of you that you're not ready to handle, right? Spirit will wait and wait till you get to the threshold, to the door. And then, there's somebody there, your spirit guide, to open that next level up for you so that you can do the next great thing in your spiritual journey. But until you're ready, and then you make that choice, you make a conscious choice to go into that next level. And so the Oak Guardian is there, to assist you, to make sure that you're ready to go through the door, and then to help you open the door. Once you open the door, it's open. Like, you can't not open it. But you can always, go back to the places you've been, but, keep an open mind. That's, and that helps you get to your next levels. So be confident in who you are. Know that you're not perfect, and nobody is, and nobody's expecting you to be. It's okay. It's okay to have good days and bad days. It's okay not to get everything right, because it's, that's how we understand what's good, because we know what isn't good, right? We need to see the comparison and know that Spirit is with you. And the Spirit is waiting for you to level up, and will help you to get to that space when it's time. I am wishing you all the very best in light and love. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.